Hey guys, my name's Victoria and I'm here with my friend, we'll call her Jay. We've been writing our own books and stories for a while now, and we decided we wanted to share some of them. And the first one we're gonna do a little teaser on is called Lilia, Evera and Mr. Kai. So let's just get right into it. This is the teaser on Lilia, Evera and Mr. Kai. Written by Victoria Ulrich. Capital 1. Mr. Kai. I slowly opened my eyes and instantly felt the tight ropes around my wrist. I take in my surroundings. It's a damp room with torches on the walls. The walls are made of concrete and the room gives basement vibes. There are barrels in the corner and a staircase by the side. I grab the dagger I have in my sock and cut the rope around my wrist. I hold the dagger tight in my hand as I slowly walk up the stairs. I walk into a big hallway. It looks like a school. There are lockers everywhere, but not a single person inside. I'm slowly but curiously walking through the halls. Are you lost, young lady? I turn around quickly, getting into a fighting position, but all I see is an elderly man. He's wearing a big black and purple cloak with long grey hair. I calm down. I won't hurt you, and I'm surely not here to fight, he said in a calm and warm tone, but I stay in the same position. Who are you, and where am I? I said, a little aggressively, while holding the dagger up. He looked up at me, staying calm. You're not a student, are you? He asked, curiously. I calmed down a bit, looking confused, but still ready to fight. A student? What are you talking about? I asked, confused. He chuckled a bit. This is Mr. Kai, the school for magical beings. But you aren't a student, are you? He asked. I lowered my dagger, placing it into my belt. No, I'm not. Who are you again? I asked, confused. He chuckled. I'm Professor Fenwick, Stormrider, but just call me Stormrider. He said. He gestured for me to follow him. Please follow me. I think the headmaster would love to meet you, he said as he followed through various halls before finally stopping in front of a concrete wall. Flora de la Mosse, he said, and suddenly an eagle drawing appeared on the wall, and the wall disappeared in a cloud grey of dust. Behind there was a big staircase going up in circles, and I'm stunned. What? This has to be a prank, right? He chuckled as I said that. No, this is very much real, he said, amused by my reaction. But magic isn't real. It's only in movies and books, right? I said, shocked. He chuckled again and started walking up the stairs. No, magic is very much real, dear, and here you'll see a lot more than this. I walked up the stairs after him, looking back as the wall just reappeared behind us. I looked up at him as we walked up to a big room filled with paintings, books, and a table in the middle. There was an old man. He looked like he was 124 years old. He was also in a big black and purple cloak, writing something down. He looked up when he heard us enter. Professor Fenwick, who's this? He said, gesturing to me. Fenwick looked over at me and gestured for me to come forward with his hands. Well, why don't we find out? I stepped up to them, and the headmaster gestured for me to sit. I sat down, still looking around, really, as I had no idea where I was. What's your name, dear? The headmaster asked, placing down his pen. I was still looking around, not sure who to trust. Lilia Evera, I said, looking at him. The headmaster's eyes widened in shock when he heard my name. Sorry, I think I heard you wrong. Did you say Evera? He asked, as if a little worried. I nodded, not sure what was wrong. Yeah, Lilia Evera. Why? What's wrong? I asked. He stood up and started looking through various books on his shelf, before finally finding a book and sitting back down. Lilia is the last name of the greatest witch that has ever existed, but she disappeared just 14 years ago. There's a myth stating that she had a daughter. Her daughter disappeared too. Only she's thought to be even stronger than her mother, he said, reading through the book. After a bit of reading, he found something. Wait. You're not thinking I'm her daughter, are you? I asked, really hoping that's not what he was thinking. He looked up at me. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. You look almost identical to her, and the fact that the myth states she had a daughter only proves it more. There was a second silence as he said that. I know this sounds absurd, but I need to try something. What's your age, dear? I look at him with a questioning look. I'm 14, born 2006, the 6th of June. Why? I asked. He nodded and walked over to a bookshelf. Once more, scrambling through books. After a bit, he walked over to his desk and pressed a button on his lamp. Mr. Asheville and Mrs. Darkflake, I request you in the headmaster's office immediately. He spoke and sat down, stroking his beard. Not even a second later, 2 people came running into his office. It was a girl, my age, dark brown hair hanging down her back with beautiful brown eyes and light skin. Next to her was a boy, same age. He had brown hair and green eyes. He was tall and muscular, really handsome. The headmaster sighed and shook his head. What did I tell you about running in the halls? He said, gesturing for them to come forward. They walked up beside me, giving me a questioning look before turning to the headmaster. Sorry, sir, but who's this? The boy asked, curiously, gesturing towards me. The headmaster sighed, disappointed. This is Lilia, and I need you two to show her around the school, as she's going to stay with you until I figure this out, he said, before looking back at his book. Hold up, slow down. I don't know where I am, and I'm certainly not staying, I said, confused and firmly. He looked up at me. You're a model, aren't you? He asked, with a questioning look. I nodded slightly. Yeah? I looked very confused. He looked away, pacing around the room. That certainly complicates things. How did you even get to Mr. Kai? He asked. Well, I actually don't know. I woke up, my wrist tied, and with a rope, and I was in the basement. I got free and walked up. That's when I met Professor Fenwick, I said, gesturing to Fenwick, who was still standing in the corner. The headmaster's eyes widened in shock. You woke up in the basement? How'd you get free? He asked, still in slight shock. I looked at the girl and guy before nodding. Well, I always keep a dagger in my belt, so it was actually pretty easy, I said, removing my jacket to show my belt, filled with 2 bags on each side, a dagger, and a bar of chocolate. The headmaster nodded and returned to his book. Very well. Valvik and Evera will show you around the school, and you'll be staying in their dormitory, he spoke, gesturing to the boy and girl. We exited the room, and they looked at me with calculating expressions. So, Lilia, what does he mean by I need to figure this out? What does he need to figure out? The boy named Valvik asked. And why is it us he requested to show you around? The girl named Evera added. He chuckled I chuckled also. To be honest, I don't know why he requested you, but I do know he's trying to find out if I am the daughter of the greatest witch to have ever existed, with the last name of Evera. But that's just ridiculous, right? I said, hoping they thought it was ridiculous too. Their eyes widened. You're the daughter of Melissa Evera, Evera asked in shock. That's what he thinks, but I don't know, I answered with uncertainty. They looked at me up and down. You know, you do look like her. It's not unlikely, Baldock said, as he gestured for me to follow them. So that is all you're gonna get for now. We hope you liked it and want to see more. If you did, then show us by pressing that like button and even subscribing if you want to see more. We are gonna be making a lot more videos than just this one. It's gonna be about our books, teasers, even us writing with you guys on maybe live streams, and we'll also be making music videos, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah, bye, see you next time.
She steps in like she owns the place, golden crown and diamond